Guys, welcome back to World Illuminator 11 and today 12 of our series Create Magic in Your Life. We will get into a message from the Little Book of Happiness and the two decks, Believe in Your Own Magic and Manifesting with the Fairies. But before we do that, just quickly, I want to talk about choices today. And this is a message that came through in a powerful way for me last night, in a way that it's not happened that way before. I always get messages, but yesterday it was different. And I always ask for messages when I'm going to sleep. Messages that I may need to hear for my own journey, in my dream state, because I dream quite a lot. And also messages as well, about what I need to talk about in videos, all those sort of messages. So I do ask for that. And I tend to get my messages in all sorts of different ways. But last night, I went to sleep around 10. And then suddenly I heard this word, choices. And I woke up. And I looked at the time and the clock said 0000. And I was like, wow, that's a way that I got messages. And I knew that, that was a message for me in relation to choices I'm making as well on my own journey, but also a message about me talking about this today as well, choices. And I looked up 0 actually because I wanted to see what the Angel Numbers Oracle 101 says. And 0 says, God is talking to you. When you see a 0, it's a sign in the endless circle of Omega without beginning or an end. God is trying to get your attention with a word of reassurance or divine guidance. And I was just like, wow. So, when you do see 0, remember that that's a message of God talking to you, giving you guidance or reassurance about something. And for me, that choices was really spoken to me in a powerful way that it woke me up. It was so loud that it woke me up. And the first thing I did was to look at the clock to see that the time was 0000. So it was really, really powerful. So choices when it comes to creating magic in your life. And as we talked about, creating magic in your life is about you being in that place of, bringing in your desires, the things that are meant for you, working with the universe to bring magical things in your day-to-day life, things that you see and you're like, wow, this is magical. This has happened in my life. It's a miracle. That's the sort of magic that we're talking about. And, and you are working with the Creator, working with the angels, working with the universe, to bring in those things into your life. But also, as I've said, you are the magic. What you are doing on your own path is important. So what choices are you making? That's the big message for today. What choices are you making that are going to help you to open up to bringing in that magic into your life? So these are choices that you make, when it comes to looking after yourself, your body, mind, soul, spirit, choices to meditate, choices to go out in nature, choices to eat healthily, choices to, to look after yourself, to put boundaries, all those choices that you make in your day-to-day life, they help you when it comes to creating magic in your life. So it's about asking yourself, what choices are you making? Those can be choices to step away from things that no longer serve you, choices to walk your spiritual path, to do your daily practices, to work with heaven, to bring in those messages, the choices to pray and ask for what you desire. So it's about checking in with the choices that you're making. And this is such an individual thing. It's something that you have to look at your life right now and see if you are making the choices that will support creating magic in your life. Going back to the last 10 videos or 11 videos that we've done, those are all steps of things that you can do. Are you making choices in your daily life to do those things that will help you to create and bring more magic into your life? Making the choices to make time for silence, to just be. All those things are things that will help you to bring magic in your life. So this is one to give to you. What choices are you making in your life right now that are there to help you to create and bring more magic into your daily life? So that's the message for today. So let's bring in the Little Book of Happiness and see what message is coming through for everyone today. So we've got spread a little happiness. It really is true. By helping others, we feel happier. It's a great exchange for a little bit of your time each week. Check out your local charities to see how you can get involved and volunteer. So powerful message. By you being in that energy of helping others, it does help you to feel happier. But then at the same time, you are being in service. You are helping others. This is what your soul came here to do, to also be there to help others in whatever way that you can. So spread a little happiness is the message coming through. By spreading happiness, by doing things for others, you also find more of that happiness within. And then if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. So this is by Cicero, and maybe if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. So this is about reading. Reading books and taking in, knowledge and, learning new things, and also a garden, spending time out in nature. If you don't have a garden, that's okay. Go for a walk. I don't have a garden, but I spend a lot of time outside because I go out for walks. I go out in nature. It's my happy place. So, you have everything you need when you have those things. So those are the messages coming through. So let's just tick these off, and then we'll do one more from here. So the other message coming through today, keep smiling because life is beautiful. Life is a beautiful thing, and there's so much to smile about. And that's by Marilyn Monroe. Keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing, and there is so much to smile about. So just look at your life, and see all those beautiful things that are in your life. And being alive is a beautiful thing, so there's so much to smile about. Look on every exit as being an entrance somewhere else by Tom Stoppard. So look on every exit. So, where there's something is changing, when something is living your life, exiting your life, look at it as an entrance for something else. Something else. It's like when the door closes, a window opens. God opens a window to help to bring in something else into your life. So always look at the exiting of something as being an entrance somewhere else, an opportunity opening you up in a different way to help you to move forward. So it's always about looking at the good things in life, looking at the positive side of things, rather than constantly looking at and lamenting the things that are exiting or the things that are not going that well. Always look for the positive things. Look for the good in life. So those are the messages coming through. And then from this believe in your own magic, thank you angels, what message is coming through for everyone today? Any other message coming through? I feel there may be 2 cards. Yes, there we go. Right. Okay. So the first card that we have is Feather. And it says, think first before you judge. So think first before you judge. So that's number 26. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? So did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is your judgment justified, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition or boys, and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. So this is about letting go of judgment, judging others, or trying to say that, this person, what society says that we all ought to be this way. We don't. It's always about being in that energy of releasing judgment over others, and also really sort of not being in the place where you are, competing with other people. You don't have to compete with anyone. You are amazing and, special and unique as you are. We don't all have to be the same. We don't have to compete with anyone. So stand in your own inner truth, in your authenticity, and don't judge anyone. That's basically the message coming through there. And then we've got Flower. And this one says, be honest with yourself. So really beautiful. And that's number 17. The more you're honest with yourself, the more you're moving forward on the right path. We do ourselves a major disservice when we aren't truthful with ourselves. There's something you know to be true, yet you continue to ignore it. Lying to yourself may feel like the easiest thing to do, but things have changed. It's time for you to face reality, even if it makes you uncomfortable. No matter the outcome, it won't be nearly as bad as you think. So that's the message coming through. Maybe there's something, maybe there's certain choices that you're making, and you're making those choices because you're not being honest with yourself. You may know the truth, yet you continue to ignore it. Maybe it's something that you need to stop, something that you need to move away from, and you know it in yourself. It's something that you know. So check in with your choices, the choices that you're making in your life right now, and be honest with yourself. And the more you can do that, the more that will help you to find more of that happiness as well in your life. And it's time for you to face reality, even if it makes you uncomfortable. No matter the outcome, it won't be nearly as bad as you think. So those are the two messages coming through from that. And it's really about checking in. What choices are you making, and being honest with yourself? Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through today? So we've got 3 cards that have come out today. So first one that we have is originality. So that's that same message that was coming through. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone. Just be your true, authentic self. That's where your power lies. Being that original you, and, not really trying to be like anyone else. And that's the message coming through. It's where your power lies. It's where you can create more of that magic, because you are being authentic and being your true self. We also have forgiveness that has come out. So this is about forgiving the past. When you're holding on to those things of the past, or not forgiving yourself, that energy in itself stops you from creating magic in your life, because it's like a block in your energy. When you are holding on to pain or guilt or shame or things that person did to me, resentment and all these things, and you haven't forgiven that, it's like it blocks your ability to bring in magic into your life. It's an energy that needs to be released. So forgiveness is the message. Forgive, release it, work through it, release it, so that you can open up your energy to be able to create and bring more magic into your life. These are those choices about, forgiving, working on forgiveness to release that energy that's holding you back, and, choosing to be your authentic self and not to follow the crowd or what other people are doing. And also trust. That choice to trust in God, that you are always held. Even if you fall back, you have the universe there to hold you and help you to move forward. And, so trust. This is about trusting in God to bring you all that you desire at the right time. Trust the Creator with your life. That's the message that's coming through here. And to know that you are supported in everything that you do. And it's a choice that you make. A choice to release fear and to stand in the place of trust. So those are the messages coming through for today. And the more you are in that energy of making the choices that help you to move forward, choosing to be happy, choosing to help others, that helps you to feel happier in yourself, choosing to trust, choosing to work on forgiveness, choosing to be your authentic self. All those things will help you to create more of that magic in your life. I hope you have a great day, guys. Sending you all so much love.